What's up, everybody? I think I'm live after a failed attempt earlier. So, you guys, today I'm outside. Hi, Stella. I have 3 kids at the house. I've got Maddox running around in the background. And look at, here he comes. He wanted to say hi.
Hi, Maddox.
So, okay. So we are really, really excited because I've had so many people reach out about how we market. Okay, so I'm going to be on here talking, okay? So you got to be really quiet. Okay. So I had to stand today because I'm super, super, super excited about this. But we are doing a boot camp called How to Build a Wildly Profitable Real Estate Career Business Lifestyle. Okay. Here's why we came up with why we're doing it, because real estate is like tiers. There's stacks of ways to create income streams. And I think so often we are like, we get into real estate and then because there's so many different options, we have no freaking clue where to start. So we have created a 4-day boot camp with a couple bonus days. So the bonus days are vacation rentals and short-term rentals and how to do Airbnb and all this stuff. But what we're really doing in these 4 days, and I'm standing because I'm so excited, and I realize I need to always stand on video because that's just who I am and that's how I do my team meetings. So I am going to start doing that online. There's no point for me not to. So anyways, we're doing a 4-day boot camp in June. And so if you've reached out to me about real estate, or real estate investing, this boot camp is for you. It's super, super awesome. So you guys, I talk to mostly real estate agents. So if I'm kind of going to direct this to real estate agents or people who would be willing to get a real estate license in at some point in time. And people get in and they're excited and they're ready to sell houses, but how do people find you? How do people find you online, and how do you get found? And then if people do find you, what is the content that you're putting out there? What are people actually learning from you? And that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about how to create your business plan that's going to set you up for success as a real estate agent, as a real estate investor, because you can actually do the same plan for your real estate business to do real estate sales. You could do the same thing for your investment company to buy and sell investment properties or flip houses. You can also do the exact same business strategy for your rental portfolio. And I am living proof of that. So I run me and Brad run them together, and then I run my own real estate company, but we have several multi-million-dollar companies. And I share that because it's totally possible. We started with one property, and that was our primary residence, and we're going to dig into why and how to structure the loan and how long to live there and how to get your first tenant and all of those things we're going to talk about in this boot camp. So I'm really excited about it. We're going to talk about how to analyze the property to see if it would be a good fit for a rental. We're going to talk about, if you're in real estate sales, how to find deals, how to talk to your clients to find deals. We're going to talk about how to market yourself on a whole new level so that people are calling you. You guys, I get people calling me every single day to buy and sell real estate. But that didn't happen overnight. It was things like what I'm doing right now, baby steps of consistency, consistently making calls. But what do you say on those calls? And what do you do? And I have one thing that I say that works every single time I call, like for sell by owner, works every time. And I'll tell you that when we do my boot camp, I'm actually going to share the exact script that I use when I call for sell by owners, canceled listings, expired listings to convert them. It's one phrase, you guys. It's super, super simple. And but yes, you guys you're going to get to learn that in the boot camp. So if you are a brand new agent and you're looking on how do I get a sale, I want to close a sale next month, you need to be in this boot camp because I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to show you how to have a closing 45 days after the boot camp if you implement the things that we're going to teach you. So let me just pop back over here to make sure, because I know it's like jam-packed. I'm sure every single day I'm scheduled for an hour. I'm sure I'll go over that. It's just my personality because I have so much to teach. And as long as people are engaged and they're learning, I'll keep going. So I have well over the 1 hour planned for questions and to be able to explain anything in further detail. This is going to be limited to 100 people because I do want to be able to answer every single person's questions within the group. So I'm really, really excited about that. But okay, so we are going to be talking about, let me just go in here. Oh, yes. Okay, so first of all, How do you just from getting your license, so pre-licensing, what are the steps and what can you do to set yourself up for business success as you're going through the licensing process? And you guys, this is really cool because I'm actually going to be doing this live on my own business so you guys can see, and I'm going to be making real phone calls and I'm going to be doing real things and sharing real case studies as we go through our boot camp, which is really, really cool to me because we're literally going back to day one, square one of, okay, I'm getting my real estate license. What's the next thing? What would be the first thing I would do when I get that license in the mail? Or I don't even know if they send them anymore, but when you get that email that says your license has been approved and you can now sell real estate, what's the first thing you should do to start making money? So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the client experience. So now you've met the client. How do you create that client experience so that they want to refer you more clients so that you convert and grow your business? And I have a rule of 3. Every house and every client, I believe, should result in 3 transactions. And why I say that is because if I gave them the level of service that I think that and I'm hard on myself, you guys. I believe that's why we stage houses no matter what the market's like. It doesn't matter if a house sells in 5 minutes. I know it's going to make my client more money if it's staged in a good market. So we stage every time. Now, not everyone does that. Not everyone has to do that. But I hold myself to a high level, a high standard, and I'm going to give you guys some basics of creating that ideal client experience so that you're not having the tough conversations that a lot of realtors talk about having. I'll be in Facebook groups, you guys, and people are like, oh my gosh, this happened. And I'm like, okay, but if you're creating that ultimate client experience, that conversation would have never come up. So how do we prevent those tough conversations from ever even needing to be had? Because you're creating that client experience, you're creating the knowledge, you're putting out the content and explaining to your clients the different things that happen from, the home inspection, what to expect in this market, the appraisal, what to expect in this market, how to get to closing. That's another thing, you guys. In my whole career, I cannot remember anything not getting to closing. So we usually have a really excellent showing process where we can have hard conversations during the showing so that when you actually get in contract with us, you're more likely to close. And that actually helps us, our buyers now, because if you're working with us as a buyer, there's a reason people are more apt to take an agent's offers who they know it's going to actually close. Yes, there can be hiccups. There are things that happen. But if you can prevent all those issues, and I can have a conversation with the other agent when we write an offer and say, I have actually never had a client back out after a home inspection. That's a pretty significant thing, but it's because we're having the conversations up front of what to expect. So if a client's buying a house as is and it's falling apart and they get a really good deal on it and they're a contractor, well, they already know that they're going into that in a different mindset than somebody who's a first-time home buyer wants a move-in ready home and you're showing them houses that need a ton of work. So creating that ultimate client experience is really, really important. Okay. And then I think I do a lot of short-term rentals, like a lot. Like sometimes we just buy a house and then I'm like, hey, this would be a good short-term rental. And we furnish it and we put it on Airbnb and all of a sudden we're rented. But it's not actually that easy. It is, but there are actual steps that we do to ensure the success of our short-term rentals. There's an Airbnb algorithm. So the Airbnb algorithm there's certain things that Airbnb looks at so that you can skyrocket to the top of their listings. It's kind of like Google, right? So if you Google anything, because everyone Googles every business, right? So if you Google, it's like Google on Airbnb. You want to be able to create that search engine optimization on Airbnb so that you stand out and so that your listing gets booked the fastest. Okay, and then vacation rentals. We are also going to be doing a bonus session about vacation rentals, how to make money on a vacation rental. Clearly, you guys can see I'm in Arizona right now. I am super, super happy because long story short, I have really, really bad allergies in Nebraska. I didn't know life any other way. We started spending some time in Arizona. I had no intention of spending as much time as I do here. And then I started coming here more and realizing that I didn't have significant allergies here. So I naturally started spending more and more time here and have really made an effort to focus on growing our online brand and creating something wealth where you can work from anywhere. And you guys, my team, me and my team talk, multiple times a day. And yes, there was a learning curve of, hey, time zones and all of that, but we're going to even talk, I'm going to touch on that as you build your wildly profitable real estate career. Because when do you hire? When do you scale your business? How do you scale? What are the investments that you should be making in order to make your business be able to run on its own? And there are some really key things that we've specifically done in our business that have allowed us to grow without me necessarily being right front and center in Omaha, Nebraska all the time. And the thing is, you guys, everything's online. You guys, I sell houses to people in Omaha while, they're in California and I'm in Arizona. The world doesn't work the way that it used to, and you have to adapt. And if you're not willing to adapt to the digital strategies that are out there now, you're going to get left behind. And that's why eXp Realty and me, it's like a phenomenal brand, because it has literally unlocked, I can't even tell you, like, it has unlocked this, there is no boundaries. There's literally no boundaries. And we can do Zoom and FaceTime and all of these cool things. But I'm going to show you guys, I have such cool, oh my gosh, I have a list of realtor hacks on how to help your clients when they're out of town. Oh my gosh, I have so many little like tidbits I'm going to be sharing in this boot camp. But I am going to create a document, but it's realtor hacks. So like how to help your client who is in California, but on your time. Would you guys like to learn that? How to do it on your time. And there are some really cool things that you can do and create, and some here's the thing with real estate is people, I notice like there's a very big confusion between automation and relationship. Relationships shouldn't be automated. Okay, those are not the tasks that should be automated, in my opinion. Now, somebody else may beg to differ. I'm very much a relationship person. I want the client experience to be phenomenal. And that's why like our marketing strategy, even if we don't need to do all 120 things, we do it on every house. So it's really powerful. And a lot of that marketing is automated. A lot of it is automated, but the relationship portion should not be automated. And that's what's really important to me. And this is me creating a relationship with people online. And this isn't automated. It's live. You guys are seeing me in real life right now. If I make a mistake, it's a relationship. I can't take that away from you. I made the mistake. You got to see it live, and now we get to laugh about it later. And those are really fun things and really fun experiences for me. So I hope you guys will join our boot camp. Sierra is going to put a link to it on the comments, and we are going to be going June 6th through the 9th. So June 6th through the 9th is the actual boot camp. We're going to have 2 bonus sessions from there. So for $97, you're going to get a marketing blueprint. You're going to get a client, creating the perfect client, making a mistake. Creating the ideal client experience so that you get referrals. And again, the goal is for every transaction to net you 3 transactions, no matter what. Like every single house that you ever sell should net you 3 total transactions or more. We're going to be talking about the Airbnb A to Z, vacation rental properties, and then the basics of pre-licensing and how to build your business model while you're getting licensed. Hi, Miss Stella. You look so pretty in your dress. You want to say hi?
Hi.
You're on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, all at the same time. Can you believe that? I bet your mom will see you. I bet your mom will see you on this video if she watches it. So this is Stella. Stella's my little sidekick. So we met Stella at Seville Golf Course. She was at camp, and her and James are like best friends now, right? You best friends? Yeah. So we love having Stella over. She's so polite and she's so cute and sweet. I told her she could be the star of the video. I bet if you tell them that they need to buy my boot camp.
Buy her boot camp.
Yeah. Thanks, Stella. All right. Thanks for tuning in. We'll put the link in the comments. I hope you guys will join, and it's going to be super fun. Again, it's limited to 100 people.